Hello there. Welcome to day 4 of the 30-day recording challenge. I hope you're all well. It's Friday here, so about to be the weekend. Just pointed that out. And today I have a special topic I want to talk about. And I think it's special simply because it's something we can all relate to and we all go through and we all have to, I think, fundamentally do honestly in order to grow and develop our into our best versions and into what we can potentially become, because there's no escaping this. And there's no escaping ourselves. We are what we are, and we are what we've been throughout our entire life. And today I want to talk about the importance of connecting and healing with our child version in order to grow and in order to become better and more honestly, it's not even better or worse, it's just more as we wish to be. Because the thing is, when we're kids, we are like these little sponges that just take everything that they've been told for granted, and they take it all as the truth. More so when it comes from our parents or from our teachers or from any type of position that we kind of project some type of authority towards, which is quite easy to do when we're kids, because they seem to know a hell of a lot more about this whole existence thing than us, when sometimes it's not the case. Kids are actually pretty smart, and there's lots to learn from kids. They're just much more genuine, and they don't have the habit of, I guess, thinking too much before acting, which can be dangerous, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it's a bit what we need, just to speak our minds out and let our thoughts and feelings be known and speak from the heart. If it slams one more time, I'll close it. So when we're kids, as I was saying, we're these like little sponges that just take beliefs, behaviors, ideas, thought patterns, ways of... Okay, give me a sec. Ways of relating with ourselves and with other people and with our thoughts and with our actions and with our beliefs as well, and with simply the ways we relate to the different things around us in life. It can be relationships, it can be exercise, it can be money, it can be studying, learning, etc. It's we have relationships with all these concepts, and most of them and most of the ways we view them come from our childhood and how we were shown, because I don't think it's taught, because some things, like, we weren't intentionally taught, we just absorbed and took from watching other people act. And that's why it's so important to be conscious and aware of how you speak and how you interpret things and express yourself around children, and much more if they're your own children at home, because they take all this in. They take all these behaviors as the norm because you're their parents, and they see you as the gods and as the ones that do everything right. But the good thing is, for us adults or young adults, is that we can change these behaviors that we don't like, because I want to mention that there are plenty of positive things we can take from our parents, and probably we have plenty of positive things. Yeah, it can be from like the quality of kindness, of compassion, of I don't know, respect, of good manners, of saying nice things to people. I don't know. We can adopt also good qualities, of course, but the ones that we consider negative ourselves, we can change them. And I truly believe that we can change in such big ways that sometimes we don't think we can. It takes hard work. It takes introspective work, which can be a bit uncomfortable. It takes going back to our childhood. And I'm going to take a break here and talk a bit about this, because it happened to me in this trip I had to Venezuela. In one instance, it was that I went back into my old like school albums and photo albums and notebooks and things like that. I just went into them and read, and it was quite enlightening for me, because I honestly found parts of myself there, and it's like, oh shit, okay, this way I think, this way I behave, this thing I like, it comes all the way from here. And it was very powerful practice. Honestly, I felt like goosebumps plenty of times throughout. And I didn't do it initially with that intention, but I felt it as it went by, and now I could recommend this to anyone. If you want to exercise this and connect with your child version, I would recommend you highly to go through your old photo albums, go through your old notebooks, go through your old, if you have any film, that's probably amazing, because you're going to be able to see yourself in action purely. And you'll probably find lots of answers you've been asking about yourself and about why you are the way you are, and things you don't understand about yourself, because I think we all have them. And it's very powerful, honestly, and I think it's fundamental, as I was saying at the start, to become the best version of ourselves, because that's all we are. That's all we've truly got, is ourselves. There's no escaping ourselves. There's changing and evolving and growing with ourselves, but there's no escaping that we are what we are, and we've been through what we've been through. And that's what marks us. That's what makes us be the way we are. But yeah, as I said, we can change those things we don't like. And that's the beautiful thing about this life, is that we have the opportunity to do that. And yeah, also talking to people that were around us when we were kids is also a great practice, because it happened plenty of times, and in this occasion as well, that I was with like my mom's friends, that they know me since I was a little kid, and they told me plenty of stories about me always being very talkative and very eloquent and very just expressing myself freely. And I now understand why I started to do all this, is basically because of that. The first time I started recording and talking, I didn't really think about this. I just felt it was the right thing to do. And then see how through time I've started to notice there's a certain reason behind this all, which is also a motivation for me to keep going, because I feel that it's a part of me, and that through practice I can actually make this into something that, I don't know, that is positive for myself and for the world, and something that contributes in a positive way, which is honestly all I want to do, and I think most of us want to do. Sometimes we get lost a bit into the whole money and fame game, but that doesn't really bring happiness. I think what brings happiness is to contribute to others through your work, and to share your work, and to connect with people through it. So yeah, I guess that was a bit of what I wanted to talk about today. I hope I didn't miss anything. And it's just that, it's the importance of connecting with our child version in order to recognize ourselves, to connect with ourselves, to identify ourselves, and to move on from there, just existing consciously if we want to change. Because the thing is, when we're not conscious, that's when, by conscious I mean like mindful, I mean aware of what we're saying and how we're saying it, and how we're thinking and what we're thinking and what we're doing as well. They're all connected, but we can optimize this and have a positive and happy life, I think, if we work with it. It's not that we're always going to be happy, but when we're not, we can recognize our suffering or unhappiness, and maybe change the way we relate to it. Because I think that's where it's at. It's not about not suffering. It's not about not thinking negatively about yourself and putting yourself down. I mean, it's, for some weird reason in the universe, that is quite common and it's quite present. But it's about not really believing those thoughts and not relating to them, not taking them to be the truth. Rather, taking the truth to be whatever's happening right now, and trying to enjoy it and experience it as much as possible. Yeah. Well, I hope the audio was a bit better today. The camera is still the way it is. I changed the setting, as you can see. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it up till here. I'm enjoying this challenge because it takes lots of the pressure from like having to make it perfect, because I know I'll have other chances to do it, and I think that's a lesson that I'm gonna take into life in general, and a lesson that will keep on developing and nurturing itself throughout this challenge. So yeah, just wanted to note that, I guess. And well, thank you for watching again. I hope you have a wonderful day, and see you tomorrow. Sorry, for day 5. Peace out.